Why is this former Minister of State not in jail? My brother, my sister, I am hurt every time I have to talk about this arrogant minister with no common sense. I am hurt when I look at the future generations yet to come and still suffer from the long tentacles of carelessness and non-commonsensicalness of this minister. He was born in 1955. In 2025, he is 70 years old. He was an MP, and then he also served as a health minister. Who is this guy? Kwaku Agyemang-Manu. This is the guy. According to Wikipedia, he was born on the 6th of September in 1955. My brother, my sister, and he is a member of the parliament for Doma Central. He is no more. And he was Ghana's Minister of Health between 2017 and February 2024. He is a chartered management accountant and obtained a Bachelor of Arts in Economics and Statistics from the University of Ghana in 1989. Dash him away. That is the man we're talking about. My brother, my sister, this man here went through education in Ghana and outside Ghana. At a point, he was the director of finance of Gamot Company Limited, right here in Ghana. And we all know what Gamot does. Cars, vehicles. This guy was the director of finance of Gamot Company Limited. Kwaku Agyemang-Manu. He went into politics, my brother, my sister. In 2005, President J.A. Kufuor decided to appoint him as the deputy finance minister in his government. Kwaku Agyemang-Manu. And whilst he was the deputy minister, he started destroying this country with no common sense. What did he do? He decided to sign an arbitral contract with a guy called Woyome. And Woyome, my brother, my sister, was supposed to build some stadia. Take me to the controversies, my brother, my sister, and see the depth of what he did. 2005, whilst he was the deputy finance minister, Mr. Kwaku Agyemang-Manu, under the Kufuor administration, issued a letter in the absence of the substantive Minister of Finance to a company owned by Mr. Alfred Agbesi Woyome in regards to construction of stadia for the CAN 2008 games. Mr. Woyome then sued the government of Ghana in 2009, the following year, and secured a judgment debt of over 51 million, relying on the letter issued by Mr. Kwaku Agyemang-Manu. They signed a contract with Agbesi Woyome, built some stadia. The man said he went into action, and then whatever happened, something happened, and he had to go to court and demand 51 million Ghana cedis from the people of Ghana. My brother, my sister, we paid the money. Under the NDC, this money was paid to Woyome, Agbesi Woyome. And the whole country went into a huge furore, all because of this minister. Woyome was running around the whole place saying that the country should have even paid him more judgment debt. But he just, in fact, decided to consider his nation. Later, when the issue went to court, it came out that Woyome went for money for no work done. In other words, he was nothing but a thief. What kind of contract did he have with this guy here called Agyemang-Manu? 51 million he demanded. And he took a huge chunk of the money away. And when the nation demanded that the money be brought back, first he didn't want to do it. When the court insisted, he started paying in installments. As it stands right now, yes, as it stands right now, I am not sure that this thief has finished paying that money. All because of Agyemang-Manu. This guy who looks like a drunk. My brother, my sister, I am angry with this guy. And it's difficult for me to understand that he's still walking around and not behind bars or coughing out our money. My brother, my sister, that was not all he did. You know what he did again? He was supposed to go for some anti-snake procurement, some medicines. And we titled that the anti-snake procurement scandal. My brother, my sister. Now, on the 8th of February, 2019, the president of Imani Center for Policy and Education came out in a Facebook message, open letter to the minister. At the time, he was the Minister of Health, and told him point blank, Mr. Minister, this is what we are hearing, that you are procuring some anti-snake medicines without the prior approval of the PPA. In other words, it has to be approved. The Public Procurement Authority, he didn't care. In fact, he didn't even talk about it. In an attempt to quell the issue, see what the minister did. He was heard on a local radio station, Adum FM, refuting the allegations of tender procurement breaches. A follow-up response was also sent to Imani in this regard. These claims by the minister were later found to be fabricated to cover up dealings with a local company called Farmanova. Farmanova was a Ghanaian Indian company all combined. My brother, my sister, and almost all the contracts that had to do with procuring medicines and all those kinds of things went to Farmanova. And it came out that what Imani said was true. The PPA said, no, don't do it. It is wrong. He still went ahead and procured whatever it was. As you can see here, the Public Procurement Authority ruled against the ministry and cited various procurement breaches in its decision and requested the ministry to disqualify the two Farmanova companies for double bidding, amongst other issues, and re-evaluate the tender with the flip with the remaining tenders. Now, this scandal was widely covered in the local media, and many wondered why the minister was still at post, after these hard facts leveled against him had caused the loss of many lives in the country due to the shortage of this all-important emergency drug. Up till March 2020, the minister had tried various attempts to cancel the said tender, opened up new tenders for anti-snake venom serum, ignoring the ruling by the PPA, and trying to allocate these new tenders again to Farmanova Ghana Limited. My brother, my sister, this was what he did. So many people died. As the health minister, people died because of this snake serum procurement nonsense under Kwaku Agyemang-Manu. There was also a condom scandal. The same 2019, the Ministry of Health opened a tender for condoms under bizarre circumstances. Interestingly, no local company was part of it. No local company who could have supplied the condoms participated, raising questions if the tender was open and widely publicized as required by the Public Procurement Act. It is also interesting to note that the contract again went to Farmanova Limited. So whatever this man did, Farmanova, sometimes Farmanova was even doing double bidding. Farmanova is a locally registered company owned and managed by Indian nationals and has been active in Ghana since 2005. And note the date, 2005, and has increasingly won many tenders, especially under the tenure of Kwaku Agyemang-Manu as the health minister. No full-blown investigation has ever been started by the government of Ghana, while evidence of fraud and tender manipulations have been seen. So, it is very difficult for us as a nation to sit back and watch this crook walk around free of charge. A lot of the things went to Farmanova in the name of procurement, breaching PPA regulations, anti-snake serum, and then much more, to the point of giving our money to Woyome. Then the biggest of all, COVID-19 came, and this minister decided to go out there and get a certain man called Sheikh Al Maktoum. Sheikh Al Maktoum, my brother, my sister, was the man who was contracted to supply Ghana with this Sputnik V vaccine from Russia. And on the open market, it was about $10. But our health minister went to procure this for 19 American dollars, almost twice the price. And when he was asked, he said his head was not working at the time that this thing happened. There was an emergency. The people of Ghana were dying, and therefore he had to quickly go and get these medicines as the health minister. He never spoke with the Parliament of Ghana. And this was captured by Joy. I didn't think properly before entering into Sputnik V contract. This is the health minister talking. My brother, my sister. Then, a certain Norwegian newspaper called VG realized that the contract Ghana went into to secure Sputnik V vaccines for the people of our nation, apart from being overpriced, one of the members noted in the contract was somebody that was a person of interest for financial crimes in that country called Norway. And they started ridiculing us. Oh, they've gone in for thieves, scammers. At that time, our health minister had already given the money of the poor people of Ghana to this sheikh called Sheikh Al Maktoum. And the sheikh refused to deliver after he gave out a few for testing. And Ghanaians went gaga. The matter went to Parliament. We all looked at it to see exactly what the problem was. This man went round crying after he claimed that Sheikh Maktoum had paid back the money to the people of Ghana. My brother, my sister, whether the sheikh did it or he went to find money from somewhere and paid, or they lied to us that the money had been paid, is unto them. But it took the people of Ghana and other such diplomacy to be able to have Sheikh Maktoum agree that he was sending the money back to the people of Ghana. And instead of having this crook sacked, Nana Akufo-Addo was rather making jokes with the whole issue. He went to Bono, where he was laughing that the minister was under pressure because of COVID-19. My brother, my sister, this was a serious thing that could have killed a lot. What kind of Sputnik V vaccine were we getting from Sheikh Al Maktoum? Somebody of interest for financial crimes in Norway, and on the list of the FBI for such crimes and even more. They could have harmed us. They could have given us just anything to inject our citizenry and kill us. Just like that. The minister still went round crying wolf. Oh, I am a hard-working minister, but this COVID-19 thing, the Sputnik V thing, is actually making me look like a bad person. I've lost all my respect and all my integrity. That was what he was saying. Nana Addo made jokes with this, my brother, my sister. My brother, my sister, we have told you this story before. Now let us go into what we have not told you. Come here. There is a company in Ghana here called the ADB Medicals. ADB Medicals. And this is around the Bauleshi area, we are told. It came into being, my brother, my sister, around 2006, we are told. What is this company all about? The ADB Medicals. When you go to their website, this is what they have there. We understand the importance of innovation and professionalism. This is their website. Flip, quick. Now the ADB Ghana Limited is a private limited liability company domiciled in the Ashanti regional capital of Kumasi. ADB Ghana Limited is specialist medical supply company that sources and distributes this grammatical. A grammatical error, but that's what it is there. Medical equipment, apparatus, instruments, and consumables to hospitals, clinics, laboratories, schools, colleges, and other healthcare professionals. Established in 2006 by Adan Benjamin Diaz, and note this name, as sole proprietorship under the business name ADB Scientific Product Enterprise, and now a private limited liability company by shares. The company has set up its operations to act as one-stop shop, able to deal with healthcare supply needs from local level to national scale, supplying over 2,000 branded pharmaceuticals and medical equipment and consumable products. ADB Ghana Limited possesses a wide range of in-house skills and medical engineers, administrators, warehouse and logistics staffs. Dash it away. This is ADB Medicals, who are at the helm of the affairs. We are already told that it is something that was established by a guy called Benjamin Diaz Adan, right? He is the CEO. That's him, the chief executive officer. Benjamin Diaz Adan. There are two other foreigners in there who are at the helm of affairs. Number one, my brother, my sister, quick, my brother, my sister, this one here called Hazel Ip is a director. Hazel Ip, maybe from Hong Kong, maybe from Thailand, Taiwan, China, they all look alike. Hilary He, the other one is Hazel Ip, the director. And this one is who? Hilary He. And that's the international partner. Now there is a fourth person who is a board member. Flora Adan Diaz. And I am told that this is a sister of Kwaku Agyemang-Manu. So what? Is it true that Kwaku Agyemang-Manu helped the so-called ADB Medicals procure to the tune of about $400 million worth of medical equipment for Ghana under his reign as the Minister of Health? Can I say it again? Is it true that Kwaku Agyemang-Manu gave contracts worth up to about $400 million American dollars to these people? The next question is, did they supply? Did they not supply? Is it true that his sister is the wife of the owner of this company? What happened to the procurement? Was it done properly, or is in the same thing as the snake serum, the condom thing? All those kind of procurements that went bad according to the PPA and more. My brother, if this is anything to go by, what was the minister's interest in Farmanova? That almost every contract under him in one aspect went to Farmanova. Farmanova was even encouraged to do double bidding. Split yourself into two and come for contracts. What is the interest of the minister in the ADB Medicals? Is it true that that is a sister of his? Could there be some kind of favoritism in there? My brother, my sister, this minister is still walking around. And surprisingly, nobody is investigating him. From the days of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who probably used to play golf with him, nobody has ever investigated this guy except to bring him to parliament and ask him to talk to us about what happened to our money in the days of the COVID. This is Kwaku Agyemang-Manu. My brother, my sister, accountability, probity. Millions went down the drain because of this guy. Procurement breaches. We almost lost our money to those sheikhs, Sheikh Al Maktoum and the rest. It took Norway via their newspaper called VG to tell us and alert us that we were treading on dangerous grounds. Who is going to investigate this minister? Is it not clear that this guy was not serious about his job? Where is he now? Is he one of those that had the stroke? Or one of those that ran out of the nation and now we are trying to bring them back and we can't find them? Over to you, the authorities. Why is Kwaku Agyemang-Manu still working, having performed so abysmally and refused the wise counsel of the PPA, Public Procurement Authority? Are we serious about our corruption fight? Or has he thrown some magic powder in the air and everybody is quiet? What is his link with the ADB Medicals? Is it true that Flora is his sister? Is it true that Benjamin Diaz Adan is his in-law? If that is true, could that have encouraged him to give contracts worth over 400 million American dollars within the period that he was the Minister of State to ADB? Finally, is it true that he did that? Where are the investigators? Until we become serious with our corruption fight, any idiot can take us for a ride and go on retirement, chill in cozy atmospheres, and die, and we will still pay for state funerals and burials. Is the Black Port, aka Kukushonemo, and here we speak truth to power. Come here. When we return, we got more. Hey ya! Did I forget something? In the days of the COVID, this guy was not only breaching procurement rules and regulations, he was also a liar, lying more than the devil. He spoke with a lady by name Vim Lady. Efiapokua, my colleague in the media. It was said that he had COVID. And he spoke to this lady and said it was a lie. On radio, Adum FM. It's a lie. Me, I've never had COVID. What I have is diabetes, and I'm taking my medication, and I'm okay. Everything is good. Who said that I have COVID at the time he had COVID? This is it. But this happened on June 13, 2020. After the media nosed around and realized that this man had COVID and was at the UGMC, the University of Ghana Medical Center. He lied to Efiapokua and the people of Ghana that he didn't have it. He only had diabetes. Only for the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, to announce on national TV that his Minister of Health indeed contracted COVID-19. My brother, my sister, he lied. A master liar. An old master liar. Every liar is a thief. He wouldn't speak the truth. And he had his favorites. He helped them breach procurement regulations. Did he benefit from this? Is Farmanova still in Ghana? ADB is still here. Does he have any link with them? We seek to find. Is the Black Port, aka Kukushonemo, and here we speak truth to power.